The fireplace barely manages to warm the kitchen that night. The wind slips through the cracks in the window, carrying a cold that doesn't come only from outside. The old man sets the plate on the table. Then he stops, takes a deep breath. With slightly trembling hands, he pulls out an extra chair and places it in front of the empty plate. He does this every night. The chair is not forgotten by accident. It is placed with intention, aligned, respected. As the soup cools, the old man remains standing for a few seconds, staring at the empty place, as if confirming something no one else can see. There is no smile. There are no tears either, only a silence too heavy for such a small house. The chair is always empty, and still he keeps setting it, because giving up on that gesture would mean admitting that someone is never coming back, and he is not ready for that. The clock marks dinner time. The world keeps moving outside. But at that table, time seems suspended, caught between what once was and what will never be again. And then, on the other side of the door, something unexpected is about to change this ritual. For years, the old man tried to convince himself that solitude had been a choice. It was easier that way. The truth lived in the chair. It wasn't there out of habit, it was there out of guilt. Few people knew it, but at that table, there had once been a farewell done poorly, a conversation cut short, a night when someone walked out and never came back to sit down. Since then, the old man set the chair as if to say, if one day someone decides to come in, I will do it differently. He never told this story to anyone, not even to himself most days. The house held signs of waiting, dinner always made for two. The radio turned low, as if someone might ask to turn up the volume. The fireplace lit, even when it wasn't necessary. He wasn't waiting for a miracle. He was waiting for a chance to do things differently. And each night, the chair remained empty, reinforced the same painful thought. Maybe I waited too long. The cold that night didn't come only from winter. It came from the feeling of loneliness and sadness he carried after losing the one he loved so deeply. That was when, for the first time in a long while, the silence of the house was broken. A faint sound, scratching at the door, small, persistent, as if someone or something had finally found its way to him. The old man stood still for a moment. When he opened the door, the wind rushed in, and with it, a small dog. He was thin, hunched, his fur soaked and his paws shaking uncontrollably. The dark eyes didn't ask for everything. The old man crouched down slowly, feeling the cold rise through the wooden floor. The dog didn't back away, he only moved a little closer. Without saying a word, the old man closed the door, added more wood to the fireplace, took an old towel and gently wrapped the small body. The dog ate slowly, alert to every sound. Then he lay down near the fire, breathing deeply, as if the warmth were reaching forgotten places. When the dog finished eating and was warmed through, the old man returned to the table, sat down. That's when he noticed. The extra chair was no longer empty. The dog had climbed onto it with effort, settling in as best he could, seated, quiet, looking at him with a simple, whole presence. For a few seconds, the old man simply watches the dog in the chair, as if he were afraid that breathing too deeply might make it disappear. His eyes sting, not from sadness, from recognition. The chair had never been an invitation to the past. It was a silent promise to love. If you want to come back in any form, I still have space. He lifts the spoon to his mouth, but stops halfway. The table no longer feels too big. The silence doesn't weigh the way it did before. There is someone there, not to replace anyone, but to share the present moment. That night, the old man speaks softly for the first time in years. He doesn't tell complete stories. He doesn't explain anything. He simply lets a few loose words find their way into the warm air of the kitchen. The dog listens, as if he understands. In the days that follow, the ritual changes without losing its sacredness. The chair continues to be set, but now it is always occupied by a small body, a wagging tail, an attentive gaze. The house takes on a new rhythm, a different breath. The fireplace is lit earlier, dinner takes a little longer. And the old man realizes something he didn't dare admit before. He wasn't waiting for someone to return. He was learning to remain open. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you love and join us here at Hearth Tales, a place where stories warm the soul.